Let me explain this. Why am I so camera shy? I have been wanting to start a YouTube channel since I was like 18 years old at least. And I'm always like, no, why would you do that? Because people are gonna think you're weird, people are gonna think that you're extremely conceited. I don't know, I've just had all these thoughts where I'm like, no, don't do it. But in the last couple of days, I've had all these signs, all these people telling me, no, you should do this, because like, I don't know, it's just been like 3 signs back to back. So I decided I'm gonna do this. Will I post this? Probably not. Will I even edit this? Probably not. But I decided I'm gonna do it anyways because we're in the middle of quarantine and I have absolutely nothing else to do, so why not? So, yeah. I turned 23 on last Monday, exactly a week ago. I've been 23 for exactly 7 days now. And, you know, in these 23 years on Earth, I've learned a lot of things, so many things. But, you know, there's things that, like, I had, when I was, let's say 18, I had expectations. I had different ideas of where I'd be when I was 23 years old. Not there yet. I will be there eventually, but you know, everything is a ride. So what I decided to do today is to come on here and tell you guys everything I've learned in my 23 years, because I feel like it's important to share the knowledge that I have with other people. Not that it's a lot, it's really not a lot, but just to share that with people. So here we go. Here's 23 things I've learned in 23 years. All right, number 1, you have to know your self-worth, because the way that you value yourself is how everyone else is gonna value you. Let me tell you that. That's number 1, baby girl. You can't walk around here letting other people treat you a certain way, because you gotta love yourself first, because if you don't love yourself, ain't nobody gonna love you. Every day is a struggle. Every day is different. Some days you'll wake up on top of the world. Other days you'll wake up like, I don't think I want to get out of bed today. But what you need to do is remember to love yourself first, because until you do that, no one else is gonna see you the way that you see yourself. You gotta see that shine in your own self before you can give that to someone else to give to you. If that makes any sense. It probably didn't make any sense, but who knows. Number 2, your life, it might not turn out how you expected it to. I'll use myself as an example. So like I said, I'm 23. I went to college for 4 years. I have a degree, y'all, in psychology actually. Do I use that degree every day? No. Do I use it sometimes? Sure. Am I using it in the career that I want to have? Absolutely not. Barely at all. Psychology does help you a lot with, like, you know, learning about people, about why people do what they do. But what I'm saying is I don't want to be a psychologist. When I went into college, I did, but now I no longer want to do that. So what the moral of this story is, your perceptions of life and what you want to do with your life might change, and that's okay. That's allowed to happen. Like, you don't have to continue doing something just because you said you were going to do it. You are allowed to change your career goals throughout your life. So that's number 2. Number 3, let's talk about boys real quick. This is a subject I'm not an expert in, but I do like to talk about it. I really enjoy talking about it. So again, this goes along with your perceptions of what might happen in your life might not happen. So to all my girls, you know, who are 18 and they're just finished high school and they're like, maybe I'll find my husband in college. No, you probably won't. You're probably thinking, oh my gosh, like the guys in, you know, when I get to college, they'll be so different. They'll be mature, they'll know what they want to do with their lives. They'll treat me like a woman. Nah, honey. No, that probably isn't going to happen. I mean, it could. I'm sure it has for a lot of people. It didn't happen for me. I've also learned that the way that you dress yourself makes you feel a certain way. When I was in college, I used to go to class dressed up every single day, and people would be like, Alexis, why are you looking so cute? And I'd be like, you know, I feel more confident when I dress really nice. And so if that's something that, floats your boat, you gotta do it. You gotta dress to impress. You gotta feel good about yourself in order to do well. Like whenever I would have a test, I would dress up a lot because I would feel like my confidence is better, and I feel better about myself, therefore I will perform better on this exam. So that's another tip. That's 4. What's 5? And a 5th thing that I've learned. Macaroni and cheese is superior to any other meal. It's another thing I've learned. Number 6, thank goodness I'm not lactose intolerant. If I ever become lactose intolerant, I don't know what I'll eat because all I eat is cheese. But I like that about myself. I'm gonna eat as much cheese as I possibly can until it's like, no, you shouldn't be eating this anymore. Do you know what else I've learned? I've learned that being in a relationship with anyone, a significant other, it doesn't define your worth. It doesn't define how cute you are, how amazing of a person you are, how funny you are, because let me tell you a secret. Do you want to hear a secret? It's kind of embarrassing. I really don't tell very many people this, but I've never had a boyfriend. I know. But let me tell you, I always thought like, can't wait for that. Can't wait for to go on dates and like get coffee and like send good morning texts. But it's okay if that hasn't happened for you yet, because it will happen eventually. Everything happens when it's supposed to happen. I don't know what number I'm on. I really don't. Maybe let's say 6. Everything happens when it's supposed to happen. I also believe 7, that everything happens for a reason. I believe that wholeheartedly. I also believe that you gotta get outside, During this pandemic, it's really taught me that the sun is very essential to your mood. So if you're sitting in the house right now, don't click off of this video. Wait. When this video is over, go outside, take a walk. If it's nighttime, don't do that. Wait till tomorrow. Number 8. If you're not doing something in your life to help other people, then what are you doing? It is so essential to our being as humans that if you have the means to help someone else, it is so important for you to use that to help as many people as you possibly can. In college, I was in a service organization, and it was truly one of the best things I've ever done. It was, I'll get into this at another time, but it's really so important to help other people, because it's not even about helping yourself feel better, because if that's why you're doing it, then don't do it. It's about truly not only like learning about someone else's life and what they've gone through and how they've, developed and things, but it's really about just being there for someone else, because you would want them to be there for you. So it's so important for you to do good things for other people. So if you're not doing at least one thing a day to help someone else, then, not every day, because some days we just really need for ourselves, but I really do believe it's important to help other people in your life. Do you know what else I've learned? You cannot compare yourself to other people. Comparison is like a villain. If I walked around constantly comparing myself to my friends or to people who are successful, or if I was always on social media just thinking, oh my gosh, I wish I had their life. I wish I was as successful as them. I wish I was as pretty as them, all those things. I would never be happy. You have to, and this is a lesson that I also am always trying to teach myself, is that you cannot compare yourself to other people, because I do it all the time. I'm always comparing myself to other people, and it's something that can bring you down, because everyone is at different stages in their life. I'm 23, and sometimes I think, gosh, like, I still live at home, and I'm not as successful as my friends. No, honey, I'm only 23. I have so many years to become successful, to develop myself, to make myself a successful person, and whatever success means to me. Like, what your success is, it can't be what someone else's perception of success is. It's just what you think your own personal success is. So, with that being said, don't compare yourself to other people. You can't do that. You can't do it. What else have I learned? Kettle corn is superior to buttered popcorn, and I stand by that. I stand by that. I've also learned that you have to protect your spirit, because if you are, you know, constantly letting other people bring you down, constantly letting people steal your joy, then you're constantly being, you know, basing your own personal mood on other people's perceptions of you or other people's views, and you can't do that. You have to be very protective of, you know, your spirit. You can't let people into your sacred spaces. You can't let people with negative energy come around you, or, you know, not come around you, but you can't let them be your main sources of happiness or your main sources of joy, because then you'll never be happy. So that is another tip that I have. Well, we've come to the point where I can't think of anything else. I don't know if I really have 23 things to say or 23 things that I've learned, but what I will say is, if you're looking for someone that is cute and, you know, you need that big sister energy, then I'm your girl. Subscribe for more stories. I have a lot of stories. Subscribe for advice. Subscribe for fashion, lifestyle, vlogs. We're gonna be doing all of that on here, because we're gonna make this a successful YouTube channel. You gotta manifest things if you want them to happen, girl. Manifest it. So that's all I'm saying. Subscribe for advice, fashion, lifestyle, college stories, all of those different things. Or don't. I can't tell you what to do. It's not my business. But I love you. And if you watch till the end, I appreciate you, because I know this is probably hard. It's probably hard to pay attention. But I love you. Bye.